Snow White by Maggie Moore and the Pope Twins. Chapter 1. A Beautiful Princess. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful and kind-hearted princess called Snow White. She lived in the royal palace with her stepmother, the queen. The queen was beautiful but very vain and very jealous. She wanted to be the most beautiful woman in the land. Every day she asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" Every time the mirror replied, "I have searched and I understand that you are the fairest in the land," the queen was very pleased. Chapter 2. The Jealous Queen. As Snow White grew older, she grew more and more beautiful. Everyone loved her because she was so kind and everyone admired her beauty. One day, when the queen asked her magic mirror who was the fairest in the land, she had a horrible surprise. The mirror told her, "Beautiful queen, though you're still grand, Snow White is now the fairest in the land." The jealous queen was furious. She hated Snow White. She commanded a huntsman to be brought to the palace. "Go," she ordered him, "take Snow White into the forest and kill her with his dagger. Bring back her heart as proof." The huntsman was horrified. He took Snow White into the forest, but said to her, "Run for your life, away from the wicked queen. I will take her the heart of an animal, so she thinks that you are dead. Go quickly." Snow White thanked the huntsman and ran deep into the forest until, at last, she found a little house. It had 7 little beds and 7 little chairs. It was the home of 7 dwarfs, and it looked warm and inviting. The dwarfs were surprised to see her, but Snow White said she would look after their house while they worked. She also cooked their food, so they were all very happy. They wanted her to stay because she was so kind. Chapter 3. The Queen's Disguises. Meanwhile, the wicked queen was so sure that Snow White was dead that she had stopped asking her magic mirror the question. However, one day, she decided to check that she was still the fairest. The mirror replied, "Beautiful queen, though you're still grand, Snow White is still the fairest in the land." "What?" the queen cried. "That huntsman has tricked me." She stormed around in a rage and commanded her spies to find Snow White. Eventually, the queen found out where Snow White was hiding. She realized that nobody else would want to kill her, so she decided to do the awful deed herself. She disguised herself as an old ribbon seller and went to the little house. "Please buy ribbons," she said. "I'm poor and hungry." Snow White felt sorry for the old woman. "Come inside," she said, "and rest for a while. You must be very tired." The queen offered to show Snow White how to wear the ribbons. She tied them so tightly around her waist that Snow White could not breathe, and she fell unconscious to the floor. Luckily, the dwarfs arrived home in time to save her. They saw that was wrong and quickly untied the ribbons. "Do not let anyone else into the house," they told her. "The wicked queen is trying to kill you." At the palace, the queen's magic mirror told her that Snow White was still alive. And she disguised herself again and took a poisoned comb to the house. Snow White opened the door but would not let her in. "Just let me show you," said the queen, and she pushed the comb through Snow White's hair right into her scalp. Snow White staggered and fell against the door. When the dwarfs returned, they saw the comb sticking in her head and quickly pulled it out. "Do not even open the door to anyone. Another time we could be too late to save you," they warned. Once more, the mirror told the queen that Snow White was still alive. So the queen prepared a poisoned apple and disguised herself as an apple seller. Again, she went to the little house. "Taste my apple," she said to Snow White. Snow White remembered the dwarf's warning and refused it. The queen craftily bit into one half to show it was safe and offered the other half to Snow White. But the other half was poisoned. Snow White bit into it and collapsed on the floor. The queen yelled with joy and ran off. Chapter 4. The Glass Case. This time the dwarfs were too late to save Snow White. They could not see what was wrong with her. Eventually, they built a beautiful glass case and put her gently into it. They sat by her to protect her. Nearby, a prince was out hunting with his men and saw the weeping dwarfs in the glass case. He went up to them to see what was wrong and saw Snow White. He thought she was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. "You cannot leave her here," he said to the dwarfs. "She should be in the palace. Come with me, all of you. We will all protect her." He ordered his men to lift the glass case. As the prince's men lifted the case, one of them stumbled. The case wobbled and the poisoned apple fell from Snow White's mouth. She opened her eyes and saw the prince. The dwarfs were overjoyed and danced with happiness. The prince's huntsmen smiled and cheered. Chapter 5. A Royal Wedding. The prince lifted Snow White to her feet, and Snow White and the prince did not notice the dwarfs dancing or the huntsmen cheering before they had fallen in love. Snow White and the prince were kind and invited the wicked queen to their wedding. But the magic mirror had again told her that Snow White was the fairest in the land. She was so angry that she smashed the magic mirror and she was never seen again. Snow White is a German fairy tale first published by the brothers Grimm in their collection of stories in 1812. It is now one of the best-known fairy tales in the world. In the first version, it is Snow White's mother, not stepmother, who is the villain. And some people think that the story is based on a real person called Maria Sophia von Erthal, born in 729. She was a kind girl with an evil stepmother who poisoned her with an apple and even owned a talking mirror. Talking mirrors were very popular at the time and could repeat words you said to them. Variations of the story have been traced around the world from India to Albania. The story of Snow White, originally by the brothers Grimm, and this version is by Maggie Moore and the Pope twins.